Daniel had a life that many would envy at first glance. A good family, a stable job, and loyal friends. But one tragic day, everything fell apart. His parents died in a sudden accident. His job was lost due to downsizing, and even friends he thought he could trust betrayed him. Overnight, Daniel felt like the world had turned against him. He spent days in his small apartment, staring blankly at the walls, feeling invisible. Nights were the hardest. He cried silently, questioning why life had been so cruel. Every morning felt heavier than the night before. He wanted to give up, but something inside him whispered, "You are not finished yet." Daniel decided to take the smallest step possible. He left his apartment to walk in the park. The fresh air felt alien but invigorating. He started reading books about self-improvement and watching motivational videos online. Slowly, he began journaling his thoughts, writing down his failures and what he could learn from them. Months passed. He applied to hundreds of jobs and faced rejection after rejection. Each no was painful, but he refused to quit. He understood that failure was not the enemy. It was a teacher. One day, a small tech company noticed his skills and offered him a position. He worked tirelessly, learning, innovating, and proving his worth. Years later, Daniel founded his own company, employing hundreds of people who had once felt invisible like him. His journey inspired thousands online through talks, social media, and interviews. He realized that the pain he endured was the forge that shaped his resilience. Moral: success is not about never falling. It's about rising again, stronger and wiser, no matter how dark life gets. SEO titles: The Man Who Lost Everything and Found Success. From rock bottom to billionaire, true motivational story. Refuse to give up. Dark story that will inspire you. Story 2. The Girl Who Fought Her Darkness. Expanded long version. Story, very long format for YouTube. Emma had always been a bright, creative girl, but life was not kind to her. Anxiety and depression shadowed her every day. Even simple tasks seemed impossible. She would wake up, feeling the weight of despair pressing down on her chest, unable to smile genuinely. For months, she isolated herself. School, friends, family all seemed distant. But Emma found a small sanctuary in her journal. Writing her feelings down became her first act of defiance against the darkness. She also started meditating, doing small exercises, and reading inspiring stories online. One evening, she painted a picture of her dreams, something she had never dared to show anyone. The colors on the canvas reflected hope slowly returning. Encouraged, she began sharing her art online. People resonated with her struggles and admired her courage. Comments and messages poured in from strangers thanking her for inspiring them to fight their own battles. Years later, Emma became a motivational speaker. She spoke about mental health, resilience, and hope. She reminded the world that darkness isn't a permanent state. It's a phase, a challenge, and an opportunity to grow stronger. Moral: even the deepest struggles can be overcome through courage, small, consistent actions, and belief in oneself. SEO titles: From Darkness to Light, Emma's True Motivational Story. How One Girl Overcame Depression and Inspired Millions. The Dark Struggle That Led to a Bright Future. Story 3. The Journey from Darkness to Light, expanded long version. Story, very long format for YouTube. Ethan's life was a series of relentless challenges. Orphaned at a young age, betrayed by friends, and constantly humiliated at work. He felt like the universe was conspiring against him. Nights were the worst. Sitting alone under dim lights, he asked himself repeatedly, "Is there any hope left for me?" One day, while cleaning his late father's old belongings, Ethan found a small notebook. In it was a simple message: even in the darkest times, hope is a choice. Fight for it. The words were like a lifeline thrown into his stormy sea of despair. He started small, waking up early, organizing his day, taking tiny steps toward goals that seemed impossible. At first, the smallest tasks felt monumental. Writing one page, learning one skill, talking to one person, it all seemed too much. But slowly he built momentum. Failures still came, but they no longer crushed him. Each challenge became a lesson. Over years, Ethan transformed his life. He started a business, helped others who had faced despair, and shared his story online. He realized that darkness doesn't define you, your response to it does. Moral: hope is not the absence of hardship. It is the courage to move forward, step by step, even when the world seems against you. SEO titles: From Rock Bottom to Hope, a dark motivational story. The Journey from Despair to Triumph, true story. How one man overcame darkness and changed his life forever.